Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It On. Let's head into the quarantine section.
Sure. Enemies ahead.
Okay. Move her a little closer. Drop that on top of him. And when she's in range, we'll go ahead and activate this.
Worthen Roth!
Set me loose on them,
Something you need?
if I must.
It's a lot easier than I was expecting.
I've got it.
A smithing hammer salvaged from Durgan's battery. It's too heavy to lift. A rudimentary rifle recovered from the wreckage of Erondur Bridge. A bullet is lodged in the barrel. It may never have been fired. A rune-etched medallion hangs against the breastplate of this blood-red armor, secured around its gorget by a steel chain. Arcana and Wizard. Examine the necklace. The pendant bears several potent sigils of conjuration and binding, doubtlessly designed to infuse the armor with soul essence, and animate it with a semblance of intellect and life. Investigate the armor. The pristine crimson patina of this armor seems almost to shift and flow as you peer at it. Gold gilds the plates, and a fine lattice work of rune etchings run along the trim. The blade held tight within the armor's gauntlets, however, shows signs of use, including the stains of long-dried blood. Break the enchantment. You dig among your gear and come up with a piece of chalk. You grind it down, and with the utmost care, wipe it into the sigils. Your defacement should, you hope, neutralize the enchantment without triggering it. The armor trembles, then sags, whatever spell binding it together broken. And we got a disenchanted amulet of animation. The runes etched into this pendant animate the armor it's placed upon, and imbue it with the grace and strength of a trained warrior, with a little semblance of intellect or personality. Or at least they did, before you disenchanted it. So is that a quest item, or is that a pendant that I could have used for myself?
Bon piacco,
It looks like the latter, unfortunately. Go this way first. Mind, we need a key.
On it.
This does not look new. Yeah, I think all those books are old news. Same with these. These are all from the first game, at least. Maybe we found them in this one.
Enemies ahead.
A celestial sporling. And a spore-infested librarian. Okay, nothing new here. Lob 2 fireballs back at those guys. Bunch of imps. We didn't get gouging strike off, did we? Oh, it's supposed to be on this one. They'll knock him down, I guess. Actually getting a little beat up. Let's drop a Moonwell here. More fire damage back there, and more fire damage back here. Try this instead. We're all out of range. We'll see if that reaches from where he's standing right now.
This is futile. There.
Nice. See a grand enemy on this guy.
Lava. Beyond me.
Hey.
Arthek Worthen.
That's okay, let's just finish this librarian off so we can move in safely.
Not to alarm you.
So I'd like to get that off at some point.
But
Alright, Adair's still in the fight. We finished our first round of buffs. Let's go ahead and finish those off. think she just got interrupted. A little annoying, but nothing we can't get over.
Arthur. Worse than raw.
This is futile!
I'm about to finish him off with devastating blow.
Come at me, busted.
I should have sent her back
Not
here.
to alarm you, but I'm slowly.
Let's go.
Diana poison.
Keep him alive. Let's go and turn off the wall so we can actually get into the fight.
What do you need?
Another librarian might be trouble.
Arthur. Worse than raw.
Dare, go ahead and take care of the imp. Didn't take too long to finish off.
Something I can do?
Moe. Ixie.
Can't whack him any harder.
Take him down. I bring your
Yeah? Something I can do?
Oh. I didn't see him teleport away.
Wasted
That's it.
effort.
Something I can do? I trust you.
I've got it.
Read that before. So I think this one is split into multiple parts in the first game. And I think we read all of them. Whoops, well. Probably nothing new there. So, this looks new. Let's read it. Diary of an Unnamed Pirate. Excerpt from the Diary of an Unnamed Pirate about the lost vessel Fisher Queen. The sea is every inch Andra's blood, every inch her tears, and though it may be Amira's breath that moves us through it, it's only by Andra's will we don't drown in her holy viscera. Pour her wrath at your peril, because she don't know the meaning of mercy. An old-timer told me that on my first time out of port, and that crusty bastard never knew when to quit flapping him gums. So I never believed a word he said. I never saw the goddess herself rise up out of the depths and put her watery hand to a vessel. The winds and waves, those were earthly threats. The gods got better crap to do than torment us. course, that was all before I started shipping aboard the Fisher Queen. Wreck of a man found me in the Mare Nekataka. One eye, scars all up and down his face, a real pirate's pirate. Touted up to me at the bar like we're old friends. Look like you know your way around some rigging, he said. I thought he was trying to pick me up at first. I nearly let him do it. Instead, he laughed. Got my eye on some special game, he said, and we're going to need the best there is to bring it down. Now, I don't give two half craps about prestige. Pump up my ego all you want. What kind of coin you offering? He was offering good coin indeed, so I went with him. Dumb thing to do. But what did I know? Nothing. Not a god's darn thing. As clear as the morning to me now. We're hunting maidens. Maiden flesh, really. Wasn't a delicacy nowhere, but my new friend, the one-eyed sailor, was aiming to make it one. Start a craze, cash in, buy a nice little island out from under the locals, and spend his remaining days laid out on a black sand beach with a jug of palm wine in the crook of one arm and a ready lover in the other. Now you hear stories about those beasts. We all hear stories. Sailors lured to their deaths by the maiden of the depths and her handmaidens, unable to resist the beauty of their mournful song. Sounds like bullcrap, doesn't it? We found a pack out near the Ovechia Channel, hunting tuna. They had the look of handsome ladies from a distance, tails long as a stormy night, and slick as a salt-drenched deck, hair like seaweed with wide, comely smiles. So we netted a few and dragged them on deck. It wasn't even hard. It was like they wanted to be caught. They hissed and screamed as we readied our knives, and too soon we realized our mistake. We discovered their rows of serrated shark's teeth and unhinged jaws when one of them swallowed Yerick whole, and we learned too late about the poisoned barbs on their hips when Gavril grappled with a pair and started vomiting up chunks of congealed black blood. And they glitter in their scleroless eyes, dark blue and deep as Andra's own void. I came to know when one took my arm clean off at the elbow. My right arm clean off at the elbow. As if that wasn't grim enough, that night, the Lady of Lament got her revenge on the Fisher Queen for our transgression. We lost our mainmast, all our fresh water, and 4 men overboard in a storm the likes of which I haven't seen since. We drifted for a week before a Valian merchant ship found us. And the great irony of it all was, the maidens tasted like crap. Any new books there?
What do you need?
Alright, we've seen that before. Seen that before. Writ of Brenthus Torrega. In order of the most holy Brenthus to be executed forthwith until withdrawn. John of Fairless, the ancient grows restless of late. Seek additional bodies with which to satiate the beast. The boundary for patrolling the island shall be expanded by 15 leagues. And do not forget, the ancient prefers larger game when possible. May the goddess burn ever stronger within you. Brenthus Torrega. Read all those before. Oh, Bikarna's depleted grimoire. The extensive runes and annotations in this grimoire have mostly faded from the page. Additionally, the text seems to be encoded by a complex cipher. The book is of no use to anyone in its current state. Got a scripture. Aim Sperente. I think we've read this before as well. I remember the Aim Sperente. Deadfire lines. This one is new, I think. Someone has scrawled the lyrics to a traditional sailor shanty on this ragged scrap of paper. I found my spine on the Deadfire lines. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. From a dear wood babe to a sailor fine. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Now Deadfire routes they make good time. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. With a clear wide straits and inlets fine. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Are there lines where you can shine? Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. They're the lines where I spent my prime. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Just take a trip to Port Mage. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. To Port Mage where the sailors stay. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Then Valiant Captains you'll see there, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. With their knee-high boots and fine dark hair, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Oh, around Cape White to Port Maje, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Oh, around Cape White is a darn long way, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Around Cape White with the sky sail set, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Around Cape White and we're singing wet, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. But if we drown when we are young, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. It's better to be drowned than hung, hoorah for the Deadfire lines. And I'm not reading that with any sort of real rhythm. Not to say that I don't have rhythm. I used to lead cadence quite often. Thick, verdigris patina encrusts this copper orb, locking it in place. So that takes us back to the restricted section. I don't want to go through that door yet.
Will do.
Next time, I will secure a body that lasts.
Great, dancing mushrooms. A mottled heap of spore flesh ripples with agitation. From the depths of a furry membrane, a long stalk emerges topped with a mushroom vaguely shaped like an eyeball. The eyeball stares at you before sloughing off and rolling away, leaving behind a wet trail of slime. Greetings? The spore colony stiffens. Ripples of unease travel down its flesh.
We are the Archmage Lengrath. What are you?
Talking swords, talking fish, and now talking mold? Madiko, wake me up when something keeps its mouth shut.
You want me to help you stitch yours up?
Oh hey, Modweir. It's been a while. I'm Donald, Captain of Fon Ferris. A long tendril slowly extends out of the colony, exposing a fleshy membrane that inspects the air around you.
Human. Vertical. Efficient.
Well, thank you.
Your vessel essence is compatible with Lengrath's song. Now you will accept our excrescence.
A second tendril breaks off from the first, this one covered in barbs dribbling a syrupy green discharge.
Casita, I know that you enjoy new experiences from time to time, but this thing wants to infest you, replace you, make you into a mushroom.
Well, I am a fun guy.
Just thought I'd make that clear in case there was any confusion.
I'm just looking for the Archmage Mara.
Maura, Archmage. After the Pretender, the masked one struck her down in the Oratory of Waal, we categorized her with Lengrath. She has since locked herself behind a stone door to the south. She forgot her book, left it with us. She is most unrestful. Her song does not harmonize with ours.
You infested Mara.
When Lengrath is shared, it is a communion.
You mentioned someone in a mask.
Yes, something of the collections that reeked of magic and dead soil. Waylaying it was not our desire. We have seen the harm it can inflict. It has no place among us.
Back to my other questions.
Questions are a spoilage of energy. Once you submit to Lengrath, we will claim what we lost as a water tax.
Your excrescence.
A term that refers to an unusual growth. It wants to make you part of itself.
He winces.
Lengrath must spread, must carry on the old tradition. We must grow. Your vessel is satisfactory. Your soil, appropriate.
And they say online dating is difficult. Just use this line right here. You're not Lengrath.
Your utterance is a disagreeable evasion. Lengrath is a thought mine stretching between gardens, and our roots have touched his oldest song. Unproductive to debate with a vessel. You will understand shortly when your song joins ours.
Can we just go our separate ways?
There is only one way. We must escape the prison, and your water will give us the strength to move on.
I'm no one's vessel. An orifice yawns open from the depths of the fungus and discharges a cloud of pungent spores, the sounding of a biological alarm. Your skin crawls as many fungal creatures turn to you in wordless fury. You say so, buddy.
That was about as useful.
One of these guys. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just send my main character at this guy.
There's a bump on a...
We'll have Adair start working on this guy. Aloth, I don't know, just throw out some lightning bolts, I guess. Drop a moonwell right here. And tag 3, like so. So we will, and go ahead and drop this right here. More defenses. My backline doesn't get brutalized by all these tentacles.
I cannot whack him any harder.
That's right.
Alright, so weak to burn damage and slashing. I have my axe equipped, so that's perfect. Let's go and get Messina involved in melee. I don't know if this is going to do anything for tentacles, but we'll see.
I've got nothing.
Let's not run into melee with this guy yet, until this thing explodes. Okay.
Nothing.
Never you mind that miss.
That's a good hit.
I'll land the
Got out
next
burn damage. Why is she not casting this?
That was about as you. Full as a bump on a pickle.
Get him somewhere a little safer. Actually, let's target this guy instead.
That was about as you.
Cool. Throw this over here somewhere.
Full as a bump on a pickle.
Oh, this actually be a good casting of this. Let's get a plant spell out first. That gives her +2 power, and then we use this. Main character's back here, put up a heck of a fight. A Torrent of Flame. I would love to use Sacred Immolation, but it just does so much damage to yourself. They really changed that from the first game.
Harder.
Something I can do?
I'd love for this guy to go down. Oh gosh. Alright, on to the next.
Yeah.
And my main character can solo this giant luminescent spore back here.
Nothing.
Got some more healing. Lava fireball back here, I guess.
Oh?
Let's go.
Aye.
Tentacle down. Grab this one next. Well, the fireball exploded. Let's get this one next.
Hey.
Okay, I thought he got taken out. There's no way he had more health than that.
All things must come to an end.
She needs to heal up a little bit. Let's drop a moon well. Well, I don't have a moon well left.
Even me.
Lava room beyond seek. This is futile.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, take him out, buddy. I missed my swing. Try it again.
No rush, but if you have any antidote, Sandy.
Happy to oblige.
Much obliged. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes? Yes?
Let's go.
Alright, let's take it out.
Wasted effort.
Arthek Worthen.
Yes?
So who got the kill? I've seen it did damage. Oh, Dare did. I went right past it. Oh, good job, team.
I shall.
On it.
Nice, spore-encrusted key, I assume, opens the door to the south. Encrust with whatever spores secrete. This key opens a door in the quarantine section. Hopefully. Ah, Mara's grimoire. Neat.
Oh? Indeed.
Find a curious sporling.
I've got it.
Amanita? That's a name of a mushroom, isn't it? Its gills expel a deadly neurotoxin when frightened, or they would, if someone hadn't removed them. Amanita, 3% chance when hit with a weapon to charm the attacker. While Amanita is following the party, you get a chance to charm enemies when being attacked, and the party deals additional corrode damage. Plus 3% damage is corrode with weapons. That might actually come in handy. Put that up there.
Oh? I shall.
Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time, I think we'll focus on getting Bakarna her grimoire back before we deal with Mora. But we'll see. Oh, I could interact with this. It didn't look like it highlighted when I held tab. Yeah, because it's on a blue pedestal. Okay, so that'll be the first thing we do next time. But for now, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.